Hello everyone, welcome to yet another session with Be Money Wiser. I'm hoping that we are learning from the various experiences that we've been able to discuss on this show. So today our topic is cash and carry. Let's hear this experience and carry on with our discussion.
Amanya gange nze Rafael Mwesigwa kolera mu katale k'Entinda tunda greens n'ebibala ebirala nga bwe mubiraba. Ensobi gye nali nkozeeko mu business kuwola. Ebiseera ebisinga ekisinga okutuzza emabega naddala mu bizinensi zino entono kuwola bantu. Ndowooza tujja na kuteekawo akapande aka cash and carry. Kuba gwowola bw'omuwolera wano ng'avaawo ng'agenda e Nakawa ng'avaawo ng'agenda e Nakasero ate takwewolaako bitono. Eyo y'emu ku nsobi ennene gye nali nkoze. Bizinensi eno ngibaddemu kumala ebbanga kuba kati ngenda kuweza myaka 3 era nazaalibwa taata ne maama ye bizinensi gye bakola mwe batuweeredde mwe tusomedde eventually nange oluvannyuma ne ngiyingiramu. Naye obuzibu obusinga okubaamu n'ebintu ebbeeyi y'ebintu teri stable. Kati mu bbeeyi okuba nga teri stable n'okuba nti ne betukolagana nabo tebeesigika kyekimu ku bizibu bye tusinze okusanga. Kye nayigamu kyali nti mu bizinensi tolina kwesiga buli omu azze gy'oli. Buli azze gy'oli bajja n'ebigambo ebiwooma, bajja ne business deals ennungi. Ate naddala abasinga okutulyaza amaanyi be bantu b'olabanga abanene, ab'amarestaurant, ab'amahotels, tebalina mazima mu bizinensi. Kuba ye aba akimanyi leero bwe ngula wano ekyansobola okugenda ewala n'oluddako ewalala, so tabaamu na kutya mu ki kyakola. Werazi gwe oli station ndi wano tosobola kumugoberera. Ebiseera ebisinga tetuba na contracts n'abantu be tukolagana nabo. Kiba kizibu omuntu azze ne waasiwaasi w'akatale nga bw'omanyi n'amwetaaga oli amwetaaga omuzze mu kumubuuza ebiwanvu. So bw'ajja n'omuguzaayo gumu ebiri oguddako ng'ajja nti njagala kumpola. Bw'omuwola leero n'oluddako nga tadde.
By name Umar Dendi. I declined in business, bosses chased me, and that was it. Times I could overtrust people like clients with my bosses' items and they don't pay. Bosses chase me, do what so. By end of some time, I sat and viewed my weaknesses I went through, overtrusting people in business. Later on, having discovered my weaknesses, I decided to sit down and write mistakes I did in the previous time. Later on, I made a resolution of never trust people again by giving them dates, and maybe good customer services like services after sales. I noticed that a client needs good. You talk to them simple, like a parent, a brother, where necessary like a kid. So that changed my life when I realized that, and ever since then, I managed to move on and do my own stuff.
So as we have heard, I really like this gentleman. From the beginning of the interview, you saw that he continued working on his vegetable stall, but sharing with us wisdom that he has experienced. Not just wisdom that he has as a person that trades in vegetables and all that. He got this wisdom from his parents. You know, we need to learn how to grow our businesses to sustain us and our children plus their children's children.
It really does challenge me that so much. I'll talk about Uganda. That's why I know why I've seen people do business. I don't know why it's very hard that if someone is doing business, for example, the moment they die or the moment they fall out, the business also dies.
It dies with them.
We always encourage continuity.
Yes.
Continuity. Even when financial institutions come to assess you for a loan facility, they will ask you, in case you are not around, you've gone to Paris for summertime, who is going to take care of the business? So I encourage all businessmen, involve at least one of your family members, interest your children, your relatives, people who you live with, to love the kind of businesses that you're doing. But one of the mistakes or one of the fear I saw was registration. Sometimes small businesses are hindered or are stopped from having a big relationship with maybe like hotels is inevitable or any other business because of legality of business. If you have any business, you can register your business. It's very simple. If you're one person, you can register your business as a sole proprietorship. If you're more than one, you can register your business as a partnership. If you really want to do a company, you can register your business as a company. You get articles and memorandum, you get a statement of particular, you get your partnership deed respectively.
So you actually find that this gentleman, the challenge that he was facing, on top of not being registered, he was dealing with big clients that took him for granted. Because you're not registered, they dodge you. They take your things and do not pay back. I actually like his philosophy that guided our discussion and the topic for today, cash and carry. He no longer deals with people who do not pay cash. However big you are, however much you're dealing with a small client, a relative, whoever it is, they have to first pay cash.
And the challenge is not only
anything.
with him. In very many businesses, you find someone comes, takes a debt from you, then after they go to another person, like he was talking about, someone goes to Ntinda Market, gets goods on credit. Goes to Nakasero, gets goods
Again
on credit. Exactly. Then after they go to another person.
But that comes with lack of records. Documentation is still very poor. If we are giving receipts, if we are giving invoices, we would be documenting and know a certain hotel came to me, took my things, and I gave them. I have an invoice. Or a certain company came to me, I have a receipt which shows the balance of the money that I did not receive. So, however,
so you have something
small,
to refer back to.
However small business is, documentation is very, very well. It also helps you to know that by the way, I've reached a limit, I can't give my things on credit anymore because I have 10 guys that have not paid.
Yes. So still looking at building family businesses, one, like we have seen many of the people in the markets, you find it was my dad doing such kind of business, probably when he went off or when he couldn't do it again, I came in. But what do you do different?
But Ivan, still, what I've realized, you hear that how the man speaks, the accent, the English, he's educated. Let's not undermine jobs. You went and he told you would go to the business with dad, later come and get school fees and go to school. Even if you're educated, whichever level, do not undermine. If you really,
those are the side hustles we keep talking about.
If you feel like getting a job is your part, cool, it's okay with it. But still, there's an opportunity to do the business you've been doing, you've learned from your parents.
But I would wish to see someone doing the business differently from how the parents were doing. For example, you talked about him being educated. I want the knowledge that you got from school to help you do the business differently. For example, we are in a digital era. What are you doing differently? Do you put your fruits, for example, on social media? These other big companies are getting a lot of money from that. So if someone was using those platforms to be able to do business differently, you're talking about supplying the big clients. If the other person in the traditional way was just waiting on the stall for clients to come, what are you doing? Are you reaching out to your clients? Do you have records to show I have a client in Chisasi, I have a client here? Do you follow up such that you're doing something different from what your parents were doing? Otherwise, why the young people, for example, are not engaged in such kind of businesses? It's the mode in how those businesses were done. Yes.
So basically, it actually links us to the quote for today. Let's see the quote for today.
Okay, I hope you learned something from the quote. If you don't get serious about your money, you will never get serious money. Let's be serious with Be Money Wiser by getting onto our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and subscribing to our YouTube channel at Be Money Wiser. Keep it Be Money Wiser live here. See you next time.